Spanish crown. I married Arthur Tudor, then death came crashing down. A widow before 20, a kingdom in my hands. Then Henry took the throne and asked me where I stand. I stood beside him through war and court and years. I gave him all my loyalty, I swallowed all my fears. And when the sons we prayed for never lived to wear the crown, he looked at me like failure, like I had let him down. But I gave him Mary, a daughter, not a mistake, a Tudor born of love and blood, and worth more than a crown can take. I will not bow, I will not break, I will not let you call my marriage a mistake. You can take the palace, you can take the throne, you can strip away the jewels, but you cannot take my soul. I will not bow, I will not kneel, I will not kneel. You can change the law, but you cannot change what I believe is real. You say our marriage never should have been, you say your brother's widow made it sin, but Rome had granted permission, and I know what I have lived. I was your wife, I was your queen, I stood beside you for all those years between. Now you want an annulment because another woman came. You want to tear apart a marriage just to give yourself a name. And you want me to agree? Let them summon every bishop, let them call the lawyers in, let them build 1,000 arguments and dress them up as sin. Let the king rage louder, let the court repeat his lies. I will answer every question with the truth I carry inside. She will not bow, I will not sign away my marriage, I will not deny my name, I will not call myself your widow while you're still playing your game. You can send me from the palace, you can take my servants too, but there is one thing you cannot take. Mary! My daughter knows who I am. They took my household, they took my title, they took the court away. They told me Mary was illegitimate and ordered her to obey. But I would rather lose a kingdom than teach my daughter how to lie. I will not teach her that a woman's truth depends upon a king's reply. I am Catherine of Aragon, daughter of Ferdinand and Isabella. I have crossed kingdoms, I have survived 3. I have stood beside a king, and I will not disappear because he found someone younger to wear my crown. You want obedience? No. You want surrender? No. You want me to say that 20 years meant nothing? No. Then you came to the wrong queen. I will not bow, I will not break, I will not let you erase the life that we made. You can build a new church, you can rewrite the law, you can call yourself master of everything you saw. But I know what I am, I know what I gave, and I know what I defended. Queen. I will not bow. They sent me away to Kimbleton, far from the court and my child. But distance doesn't make me weaker, and exile doesn't make me mild. Let history judge me, let history judge him. Let every future generation decide where the truth begins. I don't need another crown to know that I was queen. I don't need his permission to know what I have seen and stood.
She stood.
Tell her I fought.
She fought.